in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the ground, it's Haynes. Running to Breed. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Motion from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Williams. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's sticky. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Dropping back, it's Morton. Got a man, it's Douglas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Klein.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Drives to back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Finds the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Virgil. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw. It's Morton. He's going for it all. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the run, it's Haynes. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on.
there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. First and goal from the 3. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's the give off the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. The stiff arm gets him loose. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kick is in the air. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Catch in the middle. It's Douglas. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking for space. It's sticky. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Dickey. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Virgil. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Douglas. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the left. Breaks into the open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers, you get after them in a predictable situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Eakin. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Morton. Caught near the sticks, it's Virgil. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to buy time. With the catch, it's Miller. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. And they'll knock him down.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end. He just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Going for it all. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quick completion on the outbound. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not quite enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got it in the middle. It's Klein. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out, and they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
From the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll try the left side. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The attempt is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught close to the marker. It's McCulley. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of running room.
anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Douglas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. The play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Scanning the field, it's Morton. Here's a heat. And they can't make the play on third down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Right back to the well. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Good, solid tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And some room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Looking to scramble. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They can win it with a field goal here, but they have to be smart. Clock's still running. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. From 39 yards out, and he's got it for the game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.
beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Rides the back on the option to give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. In the middle, it's Lane. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The give to the back. Hard running there. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How nice is it in this this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot. You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Floating away. He'll pull it down, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now he's looking to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, He's a weapon in the passing game, and on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After that big pickup on 1st down. End off from the shotgun. Clams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Right back to him on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Off the play fake on first down. There's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. It's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. This offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Big play. Takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Trojans used to be known for student body right. They can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to clear it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there with Eaton.
The give is to Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On third down, he drops the throw. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Lane. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Lemon. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Mayava. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch, it's Morgan. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gives it on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The offense will quickly use the timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Skips away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. field, and time is running short. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Michigan offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off play action on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the tight end. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Morgan. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that one will give them the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And they'll spot it at 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Line getting set on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Lane. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I'll tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's McCulley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes. All you
you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
To get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last two drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
On the move, it's Marshall. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
this game was basically over. Right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lane. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Power ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the first down. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And
good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. It's a draw. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. That's caught. It's Lemon. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Grab near the sticks, it's Lane. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Across the 45. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense
gonna let it fly. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.